Tone Meant for Me, Episode 43, Sexual and Fetishization. Hey Magical Misfits, it's Kate and Ivy, and welcome back to A Tone Meant for Me. We always get to discuss some of the heavier topics, and one that has been floating around forever but seems to only become a more aggravating wound, the kind that just is there. It's a scar that still hurts, and that's sexual and fetishization as an Asian woman. And it gets to be a little intersectional and complex when you kind of break it down, because it connects to so much of my daily life and the way that I am perceived that sometimes it's very, very difficult for me to separate. I grew up, as many know, without representation. And so the representation for myself I had to seek out and I had to find. And growing up in a Eurocentric community, the reference points that I can find are very, very whitewashed. And the things that are fed to me are stereotypes or caricatures or an ideal of something that is just not real. For example, I remember in grade school when Sailor Moon was starting to become a really, really big thing, and every little girl at my school had a little Sailor Moon doll, and they wanted to play them at recess, and it was the biggest thing. All I knew about Sailor Moon is it came from Japan. I wasn't allowed, we didn't have cable, so I couldn't really watch it, but I knew about it from my friends. It came from Asia, so that's something exciting for me. It's something that I have a connection to. But then I want to participate, and the girls at school would tell me, but they're white, you're brown. And all I could think in my head is, but I'm Asian. Doesn't that count? And then I start questioning who I am, how people see me, if the things that even I'm reaching to grasp for don't even connect. And growing up further with that, you get the comments, the slanty eye comments, or the comments about my hair, things that I can't change, that people have so much opinion on. And then that gets almost projected into some fantasy. The idea is floating around that Asian women are submissive. And it follows you, whether you want it to or not, whether you believe it or not. Some part of your brain has attached to it because you hear it again and again and again. Going on dates and people saying, oh, I thought you were so cute because you're Asian. Oh, okay, just race? Oh, I really want to fuck you because you're Asian. only because I'm Asian? Like that's all I am, a sexual requirement? I'm a human being too. But that stereotype gets perpetuated in the way that we see people of Asian descent. I grew up with Harajuku girls from Gwen Stefani all over the news, and people just calling me a Harajuku girl. Like some tag-along, some fashion accessory. Something that doesn't exist. Just a little anime girl. People would make fun of me all the time that I'd wear my hair in pigtails. Oh, you're just trying to be anime. I happen to be Asian, and I happen to be wearing pigtails. Maybe I like them. Maybe it keeps the hair out of my face. But you wouldn't automatically say to a blonde woman with beach swept hair, you wouldn't just automatically equate that to porn star. Maybe some people do, but that's not the point. That's not going to be that blonde identifier. Sometimes it is. But that feeling of lesser, that submission, that you're only good for how people see you and if you fit into that mold. It's that kind of Madonna horror complex. You either have to be super, super good. You're going to be that prudy, nerdy Asian girl. Or you're going to be the slutty schoolgirl. That idea was already floating around when I was a teenager. I don't know that. I don't understand that. That is a very easy way for somebody like me to get exploited or abused or assaulted. And when you bring that to other people, people downplay it because it happens to people like you, because that's the way it is. Same way when, as a woman, receiving comments like, he only hit you because he likes you. He tried to rape you because you're pretty. Take it as a good thing. He fetishizes you because you're Asian. Great, but then the flip side of that coin is because you're Asian, you're supposed to be seen as submissive. Or, love you long time, me sucky sucky. The amount of times people say that to my face. Because when they see me, they see a caricature of my race. And that's just the tea.